Ooh, saucy. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene? The blood was wiped away, however. A luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints? Right on, neighbor tech. Getting your tech body about the fingerprints for the scene of a crime. Dum dum dum. I can hear my dog growling at her reflection next door. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that Evans room. What if it just happened to be in the same place as a bloodstained handprint? The murderer touched the locker when my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, it had nothing to do with it. Ooh. What's this? What's this about the gloves? Over a word for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun if I had doubt, partner. Fetch me now, cross-examine the witness. Time to prove it. Just do it! I just wish I can get this over. Okay, one thing I just want, like, you know, press is this, because it's just one of those statements where it's like so blunt, so it has to be wrong. Plus, the only glove I remember saying was that one fell out of the locker. How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up with reports. There was a blood stain at the scene. Thought to be left by the murder. That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected in the handprint. Yeah, I think we tried that too. Sorry, sorry, I just have a bit of a sore neck there. So bad with me. The murderer was wearing gloves, having to place her hand on the top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. I can't let him squirm out this one. Gotta find something decisive to the Officer Marshall to this crime. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. Okay. Well, let's ask about this. Okay. That's because, how did pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. And one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I use as a detective. The locker I still use. That's all now. Roads a hope of heap of broken dreams. I see. It would be strange if my prints went all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data were never removed from the locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. So there we go, it's updated. Are you standing to get the picture, partner? The picture? The seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. Security tape. So long as my trail isn't in here, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Miss Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now, do your testimony, Officer Marshall. Okay, so let's ask about this. What do you mean by that? You're telling me this crime was that right, partner? If so, the video's the only direct evidence you have. But the video's next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Please, you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with his camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, do you show us the evidence in this video which indicates Officer Marshall is present? Actually, we do have evidence. So, okay. There is actually evidence here. If you actually look here, something I actually looked for earlier on and found is actually gonna be here. Notes next time, come back, the person who assaulted him was missing and a piece of cloth is now sticking out here. Which is why we need to look. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. A day's a should in Texas and so are Tempest. You sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. If you look here, that locker with the white cloth sticking out, that was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. And this is why I actually looked a couple of episodes ago whenever I actually noticed it myself. If you have a look here, it is empty. Oh, white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, white cloth wasn't there. Then suddenly it appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the security cameras turned away. Ooh. Order, say, hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So, one of my lockers opened. Doesn't mean I'm the only one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide some, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to ruin your parade, but you're the only person who could open that particular locker. Oh yeah, call you bluff. Okay, so the proof is this handprint. So it's his own handprint. You can talk a talk alright, but you got a long ways to go. Oh, hey! This proves it's his locker. Or else I'm actually... Oh, I know I'm supposed to... Oh. Well, sorry, that is valuable evidence, but I'm guessing they're looking for the evidence locker as well. Fingerprint sensor. We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. For even some people in the force who don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Can't wait to hear it. If only I got one word upon it. No. Ooh, I've hit a nerve. Shot in the heart. Order. Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst one I've ever heard. I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now, please, tell us what you were doing in the evidence room the day of the crime, time of the crime. Alright, please answer the question. Was he not a bullfighter? It's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? How about these floor plans? There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. That's so then. Where's the witness? It seems Mr. Wright is an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Where's Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? So, I'm guessing he's the victim. Officer Marshall is standing right here. were, but that's where victim Detective Goodman was. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in this video was Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective in the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. He also testified the man's reaction when he was confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I was asked to show his ID card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife at me! Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If a man had his ID card, why not just show it? Yes, you weren't needed to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on this ID card. Oh, I get it. If you showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realised the man wasn't Detective Goodman. What do you have to say to this, Officer Marshall? You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for it, it's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it? You're going to have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you've got hard evidence proving I was dressed up as a victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complain. Well, it's alright. You have evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall was dressed as a victim. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. There's only one thing I can think of. I'm not sure if it's actually right because I can't remember it at all. Okay, seems like you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. This can't be happening. So obviously it's the one. What can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall, there's no place to go. Return to the basics. The basics. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I'd look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.